love, justice, respect, equality, kindness, compassion, equal in dignity, and rights. Hello and welcome to Equal in Dignity and Rights by the Wasmuth Center for Human Rights, home of the Idaho Anne Frank Human Rights Memorial. Today, you'll be introduced to another person of influence whose words are also etched into the stone of the Idaho Anne Frank Human Rights Memorial. At the end of this video, we'll prompt you with a few questions that will get you started in today's virtual journal entry. Remember, there is no right or wrong answer to what you write. You are human, equal in dignity and rights. A woman of many talents, Dr. Maya Angelou is most notably a famous writer and civil rights activist, known for her brilliant poetry and empowerment of women and Black American culture. Dr. Maya Angelou was born April 4, 1928, in St. Louis, Missouri, and passed away May 28, 2014, at the age of 86. Her life and fame was characterized by her ability to bring an authentic Black American female voice to the center of American public life. Before Dr. Angelou's poetry and autobiographies, many genuine stories about and by Black women were relegated to the margins of social and educational cultures. She spent the majority of her life speaking on social issues and empowering Black women to take pride in their social identity, embrace their natural features and Afrocentric beauty, and believe in their positive contributions to society. One of her most famous publications, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, detailed her life and expressed a new way of sharing autobiographies. Her early years were characterized by struggle, extreme abuse, and navigation in a society that was hostile to Black women at the time. She is credited with freeing generations of women to speak about abuse openly, as well as for empowering Black women to have the courage to believe that their life journeys are worthy of mass appeal. One of the most unique elements of Dr. Angelou's journey is the fact that she was totally silent, not speaking one word for 5 years of her childhood after enduring severe abuse. She used that experience to explain her keen insight into the human journey and her unique observation skills. Dr. Maya Angelou had chapters in her life in which she was a dancer, an actor, a scriptwriter, a singer, a director, a public lecturer, all of which added to her stage presence and public persona. She was of age during the Civil Rights Movement, meeting and working with Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and with the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. She also knew and worked with the controversial Black activist Malcolm X before his assassination in 1965. Inspired by the Black empowerment that rose out of those movements, Dr. Angelou spent time chronicling Black American history and contribution to American culture, creating a documentary series that aired on national television and educated the nation on Black culture. Her poems and books have become staple pieces in American primary and secondary education across the nation. Dr. Maya Angelou is acknowledged as an unofficial ambassador of humanity, human rights, and American culture around the world. She received multiple honorary doctorates as her rich experiences in life were full of wisdom and lessons about the nature of the human journey. Her work and teachings inspired many celebrities, dignitaries, and world leaders, as she was recognized by both Presidents Bill Clinton and Barack Obama for her contributions to society. We remember Dr. Maya Angelou as a champion of civil rights, female empowerment, and for her artistic impact on society through her poetry, speeches, and writings. Here, root yourselves beside me. I am that tree planted by the river, which will not be moved. I, the rock, I, the river, I, the tree, I am yours. Your passages have been paid. Lift up your faces. You have a piercing need for this bright morning dawning for you. History, despite its wrenching pain, cannot be unlived, but if faced with courage, need not be lived again. Dr. Maya Angelou. Now it's your turn. No need to wait a single moment. Through the Schoology portal, we've left a space for you to record your thoughts. You may want to pause the video after each question to give yourself some time to write. There are a total of 3 questions. Here are the questions to help get you started. Today, we thought it would be great to change things up a little by asking you to write a poem yourself in the theme of human rights, choosing an issue that's important for you. Go right ahead. Dr. Maya Angelou was able to overcome great personal struggles through her life. What struggles are you working to overcome in your own life? Dr. Maya Angelou had an array of different talents and professions through which she touched people's lives. If you could do one thing in your lifetime to touch people's lives, what would it be? How could your action reflect a commitment to human rights? Take your time. Remember, this is your journal, your diary. You can be honest with your thoughts. Just as Dr. Maya Angelou teaches us through her work, never forget how we can positively change the world when we are all equal in dignity and rights.